Well, it's that time. It's that weekend, and it's that terrible day. We're playing my broken heart game, as I call it. For those of us with broken hearts, every town has a name that's anti what this weekend is about, according to everybody else. And there's a reason for that, and that is that, rather frankly, not everybody's happy on this weekend. Let's face it. So I've decided I'm going to start out. It's 1800. We only have 25,000 cash. Vehicles are very limited. Going to the all. I'm on ox carts, carriage teams, Pony Express riders or mail riders, postal wagons, stagecoaches, paper wagons, and we've got a couple of boats. We've got the fishing sloop, the passenger clipper, which really didn't occur in 1800, but they gave it to you then. The Nova Scotia schooner, which is a good passenger carry, the ferry Turgot, which carries the mail, and we will be getting eventually some others. We're just going to turn off the show future because we don't really need to see those right now. There are some that will be coming soon. I mean, if you go to the show future, yeah, we're going to get stuff eventually, but it's not going to be for a while. I mean, our next vehicle that's going to come in is going to be the schooner bark in 1805, and then we got to wait to 1825 for the first Eagle cars. But here's the fun part. There's no engines until 1835. So really, we will not have trains until 1835. And then it's 1837 before we can begin developing a network of box cars, gondolas, and logging stake cars. So it's going to be one heck of a ride this weekend. There will be times when I let it go ahead and run it fast forward. There will be times when we do this. Hey, this is How Not to Game. I'm Callie, with Callie Jack. I'm Callie Jack, your gaming persona for the Dive and Rex channel. And this is our anti-Cupid weekend game. And yes, I am amongst those who are anti-Cupid. I have my reasons. Main one is I fail at relationships, so we're going to take a look at Empty Chest, and that's a good spot to start because I can start with a passenger network and try to build it up. A little bit of running. It's a big city. If we look at our city list and go to population, Empty Chest is 16,000 people. There's plenty of business there, taken even in 1800 to make a little bit of money moving people around town. I have one industry in town supplied by a sawmill, single sawmill, and several tree farms, so we can take and build that down the road too. But it's going to be tough, as you can see. Our industry is located in the heart of the town, already built up all around it. So we would have to destroy something in order to take and get even a relay dock built, a decent one. And we will have to do that down the road. But for now, it's time. And we're going to start by trying to figure out where a good spot to build our depot is. And because it's almost all road, we're just going to work the road. Set up my version of how I prefer things. There we go. Let this start trolling it. He's going to take those glitch pieces that came off that, and we are going to build a little road out here into the middle of nowhere. And right about here is where I'm going to build. And it's tough. This is a kind of a hilly terrain. And as you can see, that's already cost me almost $5,000. So this is not going to be an easy game to do anything. Now below 20 grand. So looking at our bus stops, I think we're just going to do a couple of simple ones early on. We're going to do one here, one about here, one here, and we definitely need to change that color. Then I'm going to bring one into here, one into here. And then we will do a couple along this road. And this is going to be our first little sets. We're going to bring everybody into the main town hall stop on these two routes that we're going to build. Why do I say only the two routes initially? Well, let's take a peek here. Just to take and get, we're down to 16,000, which is one coach. That's why. So what we're going to do is he's going to go here, 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 copy backwards, run him. This is going to be town coach 1, empty chest, EC, town coach 1. Yes, I could take and name them for more things that would break your heart, but I'm not after it. All right, do another coach for the other section of the route, which is going to be this one right here. Promote him to a line. Again, empty chest, we're going to call it EC. We're going to go East Avenue Town Coach and get him started. We're now down to just a little over 15,000. Not quite the halfway mark. 12.5s are halfway mark. So we can start thinking about some things. We're going to let these guys go at a higher speed to get them into town and start seeing if we can make some money. And looking at our money, we're looking for earnings to start showing up. That might take a while. We can close this one about the tree bush, whatever it is. We still haven't made a single bit of earnings. Wow. Let's speed it up. There we go. Now it's starting to take and pick up some people. But we're not going to make a lot of money. I don't think. We'll see. I mean, we might catch up to it. It might actually make us money. Looking at the monthlies, that's where it's going to matter. Almost caught it. So, first month, we're doing fairly good. And of course, it's telling us we're getting skid marks. We're going to blow through February. It is looking much better, as we can see, because we don't have the dispatch cost to get the carts out empty and run them that first round. This time round, I think we will make money. We're looking at our op profit. Our maintenance costs are where it's killing us right now. But I think we just might squeak a profit in February. And if you can squeak one in February, you've got it made. Looking close, looking close. Oh! We were 2 cents over at one point there. That was a good thing. $1.16. I saw those flash. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close. We can probably start thinking about slowing it down for a little bit and letting it run. let's go ahead and these are going to be longer videos than normal. Just a fair warning. Let's go ahead and lay in a few other spots that we might want to service. Strange routes. There we go. And we're getting close to that magic number of halfway that I definitely do not like. We're going to schedule this guy. Hang on here for a second. Move these guys over here so we can see what we're doing. We're going to tie him into both of those two routes. And then copy you backwards. EC North Arch. You know what? I call them town coaches so that I know that that's a town service one. Stage line indicates between towns to me. Up to you how you want to do it, but we're going to see what we get. It's probably going to take and set us back down a bit. Looking at our monthlies, this is going to be a tougher month. We've got a lot to overcome. 248. It's now going to be $348 a month in our maintenance costs. Up that. We'll see what we get. Again, we're going to take and let it tick and go at a higher speed run just to take and get this first month or two down. Go through it, go through it, go through it. The fast forward is not super fast, sorry. And at some point, I'm going to leave you for a few minutes. We're probably going to run half hour to 40-minute videos today. All right, we made 18 bucks last month. So we are going to turn it around slowly but surely. We will see if that stays steady this month, and then I'll slow it down, fill my coffee cup while you folks ride along with one for just a moment. He is looking like he might make it. 17th, we're down to 60s, 50s, 20s. We're flirting with it. There's the black showing, and we are in the black. We're in the black pretty good. That's actually done us a lot to help us get us going. Over 500 trips, which means that's good news. So we ended up 171. Nice. All right, I'm going to take and slow us down. I'm going to hook you into this guy right there. And I'm going to let you take a ride for a moment while I go fill the coffee cup. Something I should have done first, I know. We now have the cobblestone roads available, so we do have slightly better roads than what we had. Enjoy the ride for just a moment. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I didn't realize my coffee cup was that low. I'd been making space to take and be able to record videos. All right, so you took a ride along. We're looking at the finances still. For the year, we're losing 64 bucks. I can live with that because we know that our monthlies have begun to come up, and we're only on the 8th of May. So, is it time to dispatch yet another one? Yeah, and I want to start servicing this side of town now. And I kind of want to start doing a full strip one first. So we're going to do here, here, here. You can stop here and then hit that guy. Yeah, that's a good run there. He's good to there. He's good to there. Yeah, those cover enough. We're good. We're good. Let's go ahead and deploy yet another stage. Coach, another coach, town coach. Grab them horses. Grab that guy. And the question is, do we want to start doing mail in town too early on and build a mail route as well? And maybe stay passenger mail with this company and start another company for this. Now, I am still calling this the human player, but we do need to take and make this game have its moment once we get this set up. So he's going to go from here to here to here, which is pretty much following another route at first, but then he's going to add in the new route portions. And this is going to be the EC Meridian State Town Coach. Meridian Line Town Coach. Get him going. We're going to see. I've had problems with 1800 games. I can make it up to about the time Steam comes in, and that's when I screw it up, somewhere in the 1840s. It's nothing, though. These are nothing. This is actually a fairly easier game to play than my worst ones, the ones I hate the most, because I tend to say, hey, you don't need $200,000 to start. They didn't have that kind of money. It was, trying to do it with 25, 50, 100, you know, and so I reduced the money, and 1860 is a tough start, let me tell you. In Semi-Trans 64-bit, 1860, tough start. All right, there's that coach coming in. We're down to 12,000. Now the question is, do we want to set a floor? Do I want that floor to be, just have to keep it in the black, or what? Again, we're going to take a peek at what our costs are right now monthly. Uh, Not looking as good. We are halfway to our things. We're not quite halfway through the month. That would be halfway through the 16th. So by noon on the 16th, we're at noon on the 14th. Let's speed dispatch him out. Get him started to run and see if that picks up people. We can see that we've got people moving around. We have people surging around the town. So we do know that there is times when we need to think about getting people out and about. We're just about to the end of the month. It's going to make 190. We're doing good. Okay. So we've got this company going, and it's time to do that all important part of we need a name for the company. And I think Brokenhearts Transport sounds like a good name. We can start thinking about some of these other spots and trying to decide what I want to tie in. Do I want to tie in this area down here? Looking at this is fours. We got 1-200 at the tourist attraction, but tourist attractions aren't big early on. Um, Yeah, most of our buildings are still fours. We've got a couple of six mail levels on shops and offices. So we may need to take NAD mail down the road real soon to be able to pick up some stuff. Um, I'm going to say let's first get the people moving and then we'll think about mail and see what we can do. Mail is something I'm just going to add in slowly. So I'm thinking we're going to come over to here. These are lower level, but at the same time, by putting things out here, we can start getting some things going. So we're going to do one right about there. His next stop's going to be there, and then put one midway between them. We also need a stop out here and one kind of here as well as that's going to be their best bet right there. It overlaps a lot, but at the same time, there's going to be, if we don't, no, he's good. He's good. This here can be a little bit underserved. And with that, let's go ahead and dispatch yet another stage. And this will be my last one for a little bit because I don't want to go below 5,000. I've decided where my floor is. And 5,000 is indeed going to be that floor. So we're going to have him pick up here, here. We're going to have this one be the service to here and back. And then we'll do like a looper that services these guys in a minute after we've actually turned profit for a while and for the year. I want to see a yearly profit. So we're going to call this the EC Grainfields Town Coach. There we go. And looking at our finances, yes, we are profitable for the year now. So that is picking up. We're in June. That did get us get better. I am hoping we stay better. We're up to $500 over just over 500 a month in expenses, maintenance one, plus our op costs. So now it's op costs are going to be the bigger amount. Sit back, relax for a moment. And you know what? We're going to fast forward. I said this was going to happen because we're so far back. I want to get us up to the age of motors eventually, hopefully before the end of the weekend. So we may do a lot of speed running here in between. Well, this is the point where we'd normally be saying goodbye, but I said these were going to be longer vids today. So we're going to go a full 30 on this one. We're up to about 500 for the month, 600 for the year. There went our big hit. And we're getting crowded stops, which indicates that we may need to add some stages. So let's slow it down for a moment and take a look at our lines. And he's full capacity. He's half, quarter, third. So Town Coach 1 could probably use a second. Yeah, let's go ahead and deploy a second one onto Town Coach 1. And I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple of extra. At 250 bucks for the whole cost, we can afford these. It's the dispatch cost that's killing us. So I don't mind keeping one or two back here in the stage. And we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do them this way. Town Coach 1, that route could use a second. Speed him up, get him out there. Yeah, Town Coach 1, if I remember right, is the far side. Yeah, Town Coach 1 is this guy here. They are running right behind each other, which will make it a little bit less profitable. Let's see the profit chart. Just started August. It did spike us, so that was good news for July. Everything's making money. I'm good with it. Slow it down, thinking it out for a minute. Still haven't gotten out of 1800, which is good. We have some service stops that aren't getting serviced right now. Let's go ahead and utilize one of these guys to build a stop service for this guy. And that's going to be the Village South Town Coach because Village South sounds like a good name. Now the question is, dare we consider going into mail? Now, while he's only 15 cents, the actual mail stops cost us 20 bucks a month per stop. So the question is, what do we get per mail, per unit? And that's where it's going to get not quite so fun. Don't have much of a goods list. Passengers mail, planks, wood, fish, flour, grain. That's it. Typical early world setting. Food, building materials, people, and mail. Now we get 18.33 per hundred, or roughly call it 18 cents per tile in mail. But your carriers, he can only carry 2 bags, and that's per bag. Going to our trailers, the postage trailer only carries 12 bags. And he costs 3 cents per kilometer plus the 80 for the horses. So that's something to think about. Do I want to get into the mail game this early? I rarely do, personally. And besides which, if you think about it, we're kind of anti cards and letters today and tomorrow. So I'm not so certain I want to take us into mail. Mail also requires some other infrastructure. You need to have a post office. They cost 20 bucks a month and only hold 32 mail. And there's no upgrades for those. You got to build like a complex of these to make a mail sort center. But I am thinking about it. I am seriously thinking about that. I mean, let's talk about that for a second because a post office stop, which you need anyway, requires 32. The post office holds 32. So you can get 64 to hold at a post office because you do need to have a stop at the post office. Hmm. The question is, where would you put a bloody thing in this town? In a real city, you'd try to center it. let it draw on its own. But in this game, we kind of get forced to the edges, and we've got a lot of terrain to deal with here. It's a hilly little map. Our only good flat spots are off to the southeast and over by the shore. And by the shore, I was thinking down the road I might actually put a ferry in to go to somewhere. Because when I was looking at this, let's go to the map. Lovelorn. Um, Looking at Lovelorn, they want to come to our community next month, last month, this month. So, yeah. And we could start service up at Lovelorn. Lovelorn also wants to go to that keep, that spot right there, which is the park, Patrick's Rock. Boy, we could take and have some fun with that, calling that a park. Lover's Leap. Eh, Lover's Leap's where everybody goes, not just to break up. Well, let's see what we can do here. We don't really need to because we've got a bunch of things in our community we can start servicing. And looking at this, we're back up to 10,000. Financially, we are making 1,000 for the year. So now we're starting to do some things. Looking at our account balance monthly, I think we've hit peak bottom, which was 98.74 last month. This month we're back up to over 10,000. We are cash flow wise doing good. Close the account balance. These will show, of course, cash flow shows our big investments early on that first month and each of the months that we build things. So this month's a good cash flow month. And I think we need a couple of those. So I think for the rest of this year, we're just going to ride it out. We're at 32 minutes. This is a good spot to stop the video. I said 30 to 40 minutes on these today. We're going to take and call it. I'm Cali Jack. Have a better weekend than I'm having. Unless, of course, you're like me and doing it solo, in which case, ride along with me. Maybe we can sip coffee and play video games in our heads, on our screens, and see what we can do.